And remember, it was 175 at 30 degrees. Because the idea here, I don't like to just draw. 175, yeah. So 175 kilometers. And then the other vector is gonna be this one, meaning it's gonna be slightly above. And then this one here, it's 70 degrees. I believe this is B. And then we're given how much it is, 150 kilometers. Is it kilometers or meters? It is kilometers, of course. And then the last one was at C, west. I'll go green for that one. Which is like that. So this is C. How much was that one? 190. 190 kilometers. So the green one, no need for components. Agreed? The components are required on this one, because here it's gonna go upwards and this one is to the right. There we go. By now you should know this is gonna be 175 hypotenuse multiplied by sine, because it's opposite to the 30, sine 30. And then the other one is gonna be I wanna color code them, 175 multiplied by cos of 30. So the horizontal, I'm gonna make them red. Then you need, let's go blue. We're gonna go blue. This one will be pointing up. This one will be pointing that direction. So this one is taking a sine. So it's gonna be 150 multiplied by sine of 70. The one at the bottom here, the blue, is gonna be 150 and then cos of 70. So this one is part of them. Now we can do the sum. Can you see now? We can do the sum. Remember? Yeah, so that I can give the correct one, whether it's this line or that one, for the sketch, how it's gonna look like. All right, so now let's go do the sum of the components. All right, so first I'm gonna say the sum of all the, well, they are not forces, but whatever they are, whatever they are, I'll say the sum of the vector. You could have called them D or whatever, but let's just say it's a force, and I'll use symbol F, but it's not a force, okay? Maybe let's just say the sum of what do you call this? I'll say vectors along the x-axis equals to, let's check the x, the red one. The brown is pointing to the right. The blue is pointing to the left. Can you see that? Right minus left. When I say right, I mean the one that's pointing there. Another one that's pointing to the left is 190. It's 190. So I'm going to take 17 cos 30. 175. What do I say 17? 175 cos of 30. I must minus 150 cos 70. 150 cos of 70. And then I must minus the green one, 190. there. Then I must get the answer for that. I'm coming back for that one. Then we do the sum of the vectors pointing along the y vertically. Let's check. I've got the brown pointing up and the blue. Only two are pointing up. Can you see that? So I'm going to have to add them. So it's 175 sine of 30, then plus 150, 150, what was that? It's also sine. Okay, sine of 70 equals to, all right, let's start with the yellow. The yellow one, 175 cos 30 minus 150 cos 70 minus 190 pow. I get a negative 89,75. That means the vector is pointing to the left. And then the bluish one, 175 sine of 30 plus 150 sine of 70. You must verify what I'm doing. How much you getting? Are you also getting 228,45? It's positive, isn't it? Meaning upwards. We good? Yeah, so now let's represent them. The other one we said yellow is to the left, so I'm going to start with the yellow. So the yellow one goes like that for me, which represent 89. The minus just tells you to the left or to the opposite. And then the other one, it's going upwards, this one. So it's gonna go up, which is going to be 228,45. Okay, let me just bring it over here. So this is kilometers. And then our resultant, like how we thought. You see, it's pointing to that side. So which means the first prediction was right. Let me see if I can get rid of stuff here. The diagram is fine, like this. This one was longer because you see, it's pointing, it's falling towards the left, like this one. Can you see? Then we can now write resultant. I'm just going ahead and give them the resultant anyway. The resultant is gonna be 89, there is no need to put the minus. The minus was for the direction. Even if you put it, no problem, because you are squaring. But in a true sense, you don't actually need it. All right, and then let's give a square root of that. All right, we went even further, but anyway, it doesn't matter. So let's give this the square root of 89,75 squared plus 228,45 squared equals 2. So the resultant, the R, becomes 245,45 kilometers. So the angle, I said, it must always be between the horizontal and a vector, which is that one, the theta. It's going to be tangent, trust me, because it's opposite over adjacent. So I might as well do it one time and write it theta equals to arc shift tangent. You'll find the tangent will work all the time. Tangent is opposite, which means 228,45 divided by the 89,75. do that. So we did this one like full. We did beyond what they asked. All right, because we must show them we know how to do this. So we got 228,45 divided by 89,75. Close the bracket. You have 68. I'm gonna go 1.6 degrees. That will be above this one. They'll say above the negative x because it's falling to the left hand side. In other words, if you were to draw your Cartesian plane, it will be more like this. This is y, this is x, this is on a negative side. Yeah, or you can use I'll just say above the negative x axis, or you can use whatever degree, north of what, south of what, whatever. It's actually 60. You're moving from west going to the north, 68 degrees north of east. All right, so now it's fully done, this one. I think now you're happy with this one. We good, right? You must be happy. All right, so done.